Hey planner babes, today I am planning in my Blackout Bujo. Hey guys, so this is the first time you're seeing my Blackout bullet journal. It's actually an insert from the Simply Gilded subscription box, but I wanted to test out how I would use a Blackout Bujo before I actually bought a whole big one for 2020. So I finally figured out I was going to use it for this. Isn't it cute? Just a thought. A memory or a line of what happened that day, kind of as a memory keeping thing. It could be something special, something out of the ordinary, or just your regular day. I really like the way it turned out, especially with drawing and stuff. I unfortunately ran out of battery when I was filming it last week, so I wasn't able to upload it to YouTube. I did put what I had in my stories on Instagram. So this will be the first one I'm doing. You see how tiny it is? It's one of those letter number sizes, whatever size Simply Gilded gives out. A5, B6, whatever. B12, like the vitamin. So I'm just going to make the 4 boxes on each page like I did last week. I'm just going to change it up a tiny bit. Last week I used the 8th box as a notes, and this week I'm going to use the 8th box as kind of just more decoration. So it's really easy to do. You just trace it with pencil first, and I'm also going to do a little floral design. I'm going to erase that box because it's not going to be a box really. Okay, so I'm just going to do a cute little floral design peeking out between the boxes. So the flowers aren't going to go into any of the boxes. So I'm going to real quick just sketch out the flowers. I picked lavender because they're a really easy flower to draw. I'm not totally used to using these pens yet with drawing. I have more pens on the way that I'm looking forward to trying that are more like paint pens. These are jelly rolls. I have the Moonlight kind and the Soufflé kind. The Moonlight pens show up right away on the black paper, but the Soufflé pens, you'll see, it's hard to see. Under the light I can see fine. Like this one, this is a Soufflé one. You see how light it is? Under the light I can see what I'm doing, but you'll notice that it dries a lot more opaque after the fact. So can you see the difference there from the first stem to the last stem? And you see how deep this purple is when I first start writing it there. Watch in a little bit how light it's gonna get after it dries. It's kind of neat to watch. And you do get used to kind of half blind drawing. So up here, this is just going to be the November section. I know it's November, but you know, it's like impossible to draw just 7 boxes. That's weird. It's an odd number. You got to go with 8. So I'm just going to put November and some more of the flowers. So we'll use 2 shades of green, a little darker green for the shadow. No rhyme or reason to where I'm putting it. I'm just spreading it all around. It's pretty, adds a little more depth to the drawing. And then the same, I'm going to use dark purple here to fill in some of the pretty lavender petals. Cute. I also wanted to say thank you guys so much for the love on the last video I did about voiceovers. All you guys are just so loyal and amazing, and it really touches me whenever you compliment me and say, you know, you love my videos, or you think I'm funny, or whatever you say. It's just the sweetest, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing these voiceovers, don't worry, and videos will keep coming out. Of course I had to do it on this one. Guess how long this video was? I took an hour and 15 minutes to draw this. So I don't think you guys really would have hung in for over an hour, but so I really sped it up for you here. I really like the time-lapse videos like on Instagram and everything. Up on those top florals, I also took my white jelly roll and just added a little bit on the petals and the leaves to show where, you know, the sun or the light would be hitting. And here you see how I'm doing the stems again, but not crossing over, well, trying not to cross over into the boxes that I drew. That will be my days of the week. And I think it's really fun too that I also crossed over in the middle of the book to the other side, so it'll crisscross across the spine there. And again with the dark green to show the shadow. Cute. I like it. Ooh, it's cute. I really like the way this turns out. I think it's really pretty. And then I have been craving doing a bujo for so long, and 2020 is really going to be the challenge for me to stay with it. Sometimes, life gets in the way and you feel like you don't have enough time to do a bujo, but I'm going to commit and I'm going to try to do it no matter what. No matter if life gets in the way, I'll just do something simpler that week. I'm still going to do it, and I'm going to order an Archer and Olive Blackout bullet journal. I've heard amazing things about that brand. Amy Tangerine uses it, so it must be good, right? And it's nice and thick, so it'll last more than a whole year. So there's like 100 something. I think it should last 2 years. Actually, that would be really neat to have 2 years of memories and lines in one book. So it's kind of like a diary, and I'm excited to use it. I could use it for wellness, for the kids' memories, for events and thoughts, and my business stuff. I just like having it all in one place. For a while, I had the guided journals separate for my business and wellness, and it just didn't really work out. So I'll have one place for everything. So now at the top of the boxes, I'm just going to write the days of the week in white. And I'm going to make the front of the word and the back of the word a little bit long. I'm writing it on the top line, and then the tail of the words are going to go into the box after I'm done. One thing about these pens is you definitely have to be patient and make sure it dries before you do the next step. You see there, I just smeared the Y with my hand. So you just use a little bit of black to touch it up. It's really easy to touch up. But you have to make sure stuff dries, or you're going to smear it all over the place. I didn't smear it too much, but still on my hand when I was done, there was all kinds of ink, purple and green ink on my hand from where it wasn't dry yet. So each day of the week is ready. And then while those dry before I do the boxes, I'll write November with this brush tip pen. I'll link all of these pens in the description of this video if you want to pick up some of your own. And here's where I'll connect. You'll see I connect the tail to the corner of the boxes. I'll touch them up with the black pen a little bit later. I didn't really want to do the freestyle squares, so I'm just setting it up like this real quick first with the ruler. I like having the precise rectangles with the ruler. So here also you'll see when I draw the boxes that a few places I crossed over the sketched pencil box with the flowers, but I'll just come back again with black pen and cover those up. It's kind of funny to use blackout instead of whiteout on this planner. I don't need my jelly roll for whiting out. I need my black pen for filling in the white. It's funny. So maybe it's not funny. Maybe I just think it's funny. Anyways, I'm amused. Okay, so here we have all the boxes for the week. Super simple layout. You don't have to put the flowers if you don't want to, but I love them. I think they're cute. And then here I'll just add a touch of highlight on November. I thought it was a little bit hard to read, so I'll use this lighter Soufflé purple. And then I'm going to fill in all of the spots that cross the line with a little black Sharpie in the bigger spots, and then just my thinner pen in the smaller spots. And again, touch up the white corners that didn't quite touch with my jelly roll. And there we go. Amazing through the magic of television. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.